Welcome back to SicEm365 Radio. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Do it today by searching SicEm365 on YouTube.
Well, right in the middle of our conversation, our weekly conversation with Baylor Director of Athletics, Mack Rhoades, the news comes down. Michael Ford, the new track and field head coach at Baylor, after 20 years with Baylor, with all the memories and all the numbers and everything else. And Michael, what does this mean to you today?
Oh man, it's a great honor. I want to thank Mack Rhoades and Marcus Sedbury and Don Rogers and the search committee for everything and believing in me to be the next head coach at Baylor. Just to follow Coach Hard and Coach Harbor, it's a huge honor for me.
So after 20 years and all the people you've worked with, is this something that you've always worked towards, or was it something you were thinking about and then, but you're working for Coach Harbor and you didn't know when he was going to retire?
Yeah. I think when Coach Hart brought me back, in 2001, I think that was one of my goals was to, I know I can't be an assistant coach forever, or I could be an assistant coach forever, but if I wanted to leave a legacy behind, besides being an assistant coach, a head coach is going to be the next thing for me. And one of my big goals was to bring a national championship to Baylor Nation as a team, and not just on the individual side.
How much thought have you already, just over the years, said, hey, if I'm ever in charge of a program, I think I'll do it this way, or maybe I will do it that way? How much of that thought kind of goes on just, naturally, and then, when you do get the opportunity, all those thoughts kind of come flooding back?
Yeah, they actually started back when I first got hired.
Yeah.
So, just the small things to, I look at what Coach Hart did over his 50 years of coaching at Baylor, to Coach Harbor trying to make it more of a balanced team. And then now for me is just trying to make it be a balanced team. And hold on just a quick second. Me being more balanced team and put my niche on it. So I've always thought that, how can we win a national championship at a private school?
Michael, I've seen Jeremy Warner, who sent me a text. I've seen Will London III. Trayvon Bromel's going to join us right after we're done with your segment. He's thrilled. I saw him, and I'm sure there are many others that have blown up your phone. What does all that mean to you?
Oh, man, it's just been a huge blessing. I think that just being able to I really can't say it in words. I think all the support that I've had in this process, and the text messaging and the calls, the encouragement, and it's been huge for me. So I've been very blessed I got a chance to talk to Trey a little bit this morning. I know he's overseas, so we chatted back and forth a little bit today, and Will London gave me a call today. It's just an honor to hear from them, and so I'm just honored at that.
You talked about how you were waiting for this moment. Was there ever a doubt it would come?
Well, the recruiting, the hiring process was very, very long. I think that Mack Rhoades and Marcus Sedbury and the committee did I'd say an awesome job they wanted the best fit for Baylor and for our student athletes. And I think it probably took them a little longer than they thought it was going to take. And so for me, it was just waiting and being patient and just trusting God that everything was going to work out.
You mentioned a private school winning a track championship, a national championship. Obviously, that's a harder thing to do because the state schools can do a lot more. What do you think the biggest step in that direction that you'd have to take to get on the footing with those state schools that can do a lot of things with the scholarships more than a private school can?
Well, I think you look at it two different ways. I think you look at it on the scholarships. Of course, the scholarships, the money is a little different at the private schools compared to the public schools. But I think the biggest thing that I see is the conference meet is the one that I think the dollars, you could stretch the dollars out a little bit more at the public schools. But I think at the national level, it's about quality, your quality athletes, compared to the quality of your athletes. So I think us getting good quality, high character, high caliber kids into the program to help us win nationals, that's going to be a big key for us in the next 2 years. And then also making sure that we still do well at the conference meet, and we won in 2017. So I think that formula, how we did it in 17, we'll have to carry it over a little bit more in the next few years.
Michael, how did track enter your life and then subsequently become such a big part of your life?
Well, honestly, I hated track and field when I was younger. I didn't like the heat. But my former club coach, Cedric Walker, who passed away a few years ago, he really got me involved in track. And I ran for him probably when I was 14 years old, and he just ingrained in me about hard work. One thing about track and field, unlike the other team sports, is it's an individual sport. So you got to put in the work for it. And so for me, it was like, hey, if I can do individually, then I'm going to be great at it. And I think for him, he also surrounded me with some great mentors that even at that young age, just like Bev Kearney that was at Texas, and Coach Holloway at Florida, Coach Hart. I mean, I met Coach Hart when I was 15 years old. So just being around those people and saying, you know what, I can have a lifetime in this sport. And then I think just the relationships I've built with the student athletes over the last 20 years or so, it's been helping me big time.
Michael, I know your phone, and you got a lot of people want to talk with you. With Will London in Tokyo soon, obviously Trayvon's about to be on the show to talk about your hire and also his comeback and where he is right now at the elite level. What are your thoughts about those two?
Very proud of Will London. I get to see Will London work out every day. I've known Will since he was about 8 years old. So our relationship has been like an older brother, or pretty much like an older brother for Will. And so I was so happy because he's been on world championship teams, the last two world championship teams. So to make the Olympic team is a huge honor, considering last year was a year that should have been an Olympic team and nothing happened. So I was glad that he was able to make it this year. And then Trayvon, I mean, what can you say? I mean, having about 3 years, almost 4 years of injuries and coming back, and just a strong testament of his will, his faith, and his dedication to get back to where he was before he got hurt.
Michael, congratulations. The response has been overwhelming on SicEm365, on obviously social media and others as well. Thanks for your time. Congratulations. Enjoy the moment.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for everything, and I got to get some work done now.
Good luck at all those texts.
Yeah, the standard is there, and you're trying to get to that and past that. Good luck with it, man. Thanks a lot, Michael. Appreciate it.
Thank y'all for the support. Thank you, guys.
Michael Ford, the new head coach of Baylor Track and Field. Clyde Hart.